CP Plus was cancelled in February. The photo show and video show was postponed yesterday, and now we get confirmation that NAB 2020 has been cancelled. Is Photokina next?
Delivering informative capability-based reviews and tutorials on camera gear, filming techniques, and content creation.
Hi, it's Simon from The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, make sure you click the subscribe and like button, as it really helps support this channel. And all the links to everything I talk about in this video are in the description down below. Several photo and video trade shows and conferences have been cancelled recently, but other trade shows have moved ahead. The Mineral and Exploration and Mining Conference in Toronto went ahead last week, but there was at least one case of the coronavirus being transmitted. And the Toronto Home Show, which attracts over 130,000 people, is still planning on going ahead next week. Yep, at the time of recording, it's still going ahead. Well, Chicago cancelled their home show. NAB was scheduled to go ahead in April, but earlier today, NAB issued a press release, and here's an excerpt from it. In interest of addressing the health and safety concerns of our stakeholders, and in consultation with partners throughout the media and entertainment industry, we have decided not to move forward with the NAB show in April. We are currently considering a number of potential alternatives to create the best possible experience for our community. You can see the full statement at Canon Rumors or at NAB's website. And just in case you're curious, NAB stands for the National Association of Broadcasters, and the show is designed for content professionals in the media, entertainment, and technology sectors. Products showcased at NAB are generally well above the affordability of the ordinary filmmaker or entry-level YouTubers, but that doesn't mean that the show is not of interest and can't influence us. NAB is a great place to learn about the broadcasting industry, about the tools and techniques, to speak to industry professionals, and more importantly, network with people that can influence us. We get to hear from industry pioneers and visionaries. Sure, we're ordinary filmmakers, but isn't that how George Lucas got started? You see, Lucas began shooting on an old 8mm camera. It wasn't old to him, but looking back, for those of you that are old enough, it's a pretty ancient piece of kit. But he was still very much interested in auto racing at the time. His interest as a race car driver ended abruptly when he got into an accident and almost ended his life. Ironically, it was the failure of his seatbelt throwing him from the car that saved his life. His interest in racing slowly faded, and his interest in cinema increased. He later progressed to making 16mm films, and while he was still playing with those 16mm cameras, Lucas entered the School of Cinema Arts at the University of Southern California. He learned to focus on non-narrative attributes like color, lighting, and the surroundings that, well, we can see them put to full effect in his groundbreaking science fiction film, Star Wars. You don't need a lot of money to start as a filmmaker. You don't need a lot of expensive equipment. You need a talent and a hunger to tell stories. You see, Lucas started out with simple gear. He networked and collaborated with other like-minded people, and he learned about the trade and succeeded. Our interactions and connections lead to opportunities. I'm saddened to hear that NAB is cancelled, but I understand the concern. The coronavirus is a real threat to our family, friends, and community. 60 Minutes Australia in this clip stated that the virus is easily transmissible, and the threat to those of us more advanced in years and with underlying respiratory conditions is a big threat. In the interest of public safety, organizations are cancelling or postponing conferences and trade shows that are scheduled for the next 2 months. The NBA, NHL have already cancelled all games in the current season. But things are moving quickly. As I was writing this, I got news that March Madness had been cancelled and that all Ontario schools will be closed for the next 3 weeks because of the virus. It's a strange feeling. I've never seen anything like this since the power outage of 2003, which was only limited to the northeastern United States and central Canada. But this is not the Health Channel. The purpose of this video is to address the effects of the virus on the camera industry and product releases. As of today, all camera manufacturers plan to go forward with product announcements as planned. I'll keep you posted if anything changes, which it could on a daily basis. Canon will still announce the EOS R5, EOS R6, and the C300 Mark III. Canon Rumors says the C300 Mark III will look like the C500 Mark II, be equipped with Super 30 sized image sensor, and will shoot 4K at 120 frames per second internally. As I stated in this video, Canon plans to continue with previously planned dates for product announcements and releases, but availability will be an issue for much of the spring or longer, depending on the persistence of the coronavirus. Nikon announced the D6 last month, but recently, as of yesterday, announced that the D6 will not be available in March as planned, pushing the release to May, with availability likely constrained. Fuji has also been affected, according to Fuji rumors. The X-T4, originally scheduled for April release, will be pushed into May in some markets like Russia and Israel. Currently, North America, Europe, and Japan are still reporting April availability. Have you heard anything about the availability of cameras in your markets being changed? Let me know in the comment section down below. The photography show and video show has not been cancelled as previously reported. That's the leading show in the United Kingdom. The show is postponed until September the 19th through to 22nd this year at the NEC building in Birmingham. Details will be worked out later, but for now we can tell you that the tickets and badges are automatically transferred to the new event. However, if for some reason you can't make the new date and time, you can receive a full refund. I certainly hope we don't have to wait until September for the world to return to normal. Stay safe and well, everyone. That's it for today.
Thank you for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. All equipment used and notes are placed in the description box, show more box, or down arrow thingy next to the title on the mobile app.